In life, you do not need to be extremely better. You do not need to be extremely better. All you have to be is a little bit better, have a few more advantages. So if I'm sober and my competitor is fucked up 24/7, I have a little bit of an advantage. If my competitor reads 1 book a year and I read 30 books a year, then I have a slight advantage.
A big one.
And I read 100 books a year, just so you get context. I read a book every 3 days. I should show you the fucking book list that I have, but I don't want to expose some of these books. Anyways, the point is, these small advantages over time become massive gaps between your competitors, between the people around you. So if everybody's smoking weed, everybody's watching porn, everybody's gambling their money, everybody goes on stake and tries to play fucking blackjack, I just have to do the opposite. I have to do something better. If they work out 3 times a week, I'm gonna work out 5. Done. Just a little bit better, bro.
Can you do us a favor and go to your books and grab maybe one book that the chat should,
I got you.
By the way, chat, you guys are fucking legendary. Over 200 viewers basically this whole time. Smashed the record. A bit less personal because I'm not on OBS. I couldn't play the new Sense song on the start, but we got Luke. I wanted to get him in like a high quality stream. So everybody in the chat, if you're here and you fuck with me, drop a W. I want to see all the people here. I need to see all you guys. And Luke is amazing, dude. I'm so grateful to have him on. Grateful to have had him as a mentor. He's helped me on the side a lot. I've reciprocated some of that. And it's been a great, relationship. And that's kind of like, I never knew any of these guys, bro. Dude, you got so many people, bro. I see all of you. That's crazy. Appreciate you all for actually tuning in no matter what time. If I start 3, if I start at 8, if I start at 10, this is the 3rd stream. You guys showing up every time. We smash the record every time. Thanks. Let's see.
The magic of thinking big.
Write this down. Write this down.
This book I've had. Look at this shit. I've had this book, Yellow Pages. I've had this book for 7 years. And it's this idea that you have to change your mind, bro. You got to think big. And this book teaches you the magic of thinking big. What happens when you think big? It all starts in the mind. It all starts in the mind. The magic of thinking big, baby. Think big. Think big. Here's the truth, Islam.
Yeah.
I have no limitations. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can if I say and I will something into existence, I can do it. But you know what's going to happen? The people around you are going to place their limitations and their weakness upon you. And because they can't do it, or they believe that they can't do it, then they pin it on you and say, well, you can't do it either. Well, that's impossible. Maybe it's impossible for you, bitch. I can do it. Why? Because I have the magic of thinking big. I can think. I think, therefore I am. And a man is a byproduct of his thoughts. A man is a byproduct of his thoughts. How do you talk to yourself? How do you speak to yourself? Do you speak to yourself like with hate? Do you like, dude, you fucking suck. No, you're the champ. Good work today. Good work today. Keep going. One more day. Let's do this. Let's pump it up. Let's do this. Let's do it. I can do this. I can do this. If you say that you can, you can. If you say that you can't, you can't.
Damn. And that's 100% true with me too. And I've said in the stream, like, if I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. It's like kind of one of those things where it's just like, you just got to believe what you say. And there's an old saying, right? Some samurai, do you know what that quote is? The samurai hears his own thoughts, so, he shouldn't destroy himself. Something like that. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I mean, the power of the words, guys, like words are extremely powerful. Words are extremely powerful, but sometimes people are concerned about the words of the exterior. Dude, do you think I give a fuck about people talking in the chat? They don't know shit about me, bro. They've never broken bread with me. They don't know anything about me, but if they gave me 2 minutes of time and actually got to know me, I'd change their fucking lives. Every single one of them. They'd walk away and be like, damn, this guy fucking is the real deal. But you know what? They impose their insecurities, their disbelief, their limitations on you. Don't fall for that shit.
Yeah, it's like people, like even people I know, it's just like, if they don't know me or they haven't taken the time to talk to me, or they think that I think I'm better than them, then they just hate. Like, it's like a hate thing instead of like, hey, maybe if I talk to this guy for 3 minutes, maybe it wouldn't be as bad. And that probably applies for most
people. Dude, People are worried about what other people think. That's why everybody put it on because they didn't want to get yelled at. You just tell people, all right, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you. You're right. I appreciate it. Done.
Mhm.
Bro, fucking doesn't matter. Bro, you're going to, people, every time people are going to be talking in your ears. You know what's amazing? When everybody, when it's Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best footballers of all time, and everybody in the stands chanting, Messi, Messi. Do you think the guy gives a fuck? He's got 5 World Cup, 5 Champions Leagues under his belt, worth $500 million. The guy runs the shit. Cancel the noise. Think big. Focus on yourself, and don't let motherfuckers impose their disbelief, their limitations, their small mind on you. And if you let them, your life is ruined. But if you take control and you understand that the decisions that you make, you are responsible for. Do you think if you take their advice and you fuck up that what are they gonna do? Come and solve you, give you a refund on your life? They ain't gonna give you no refund on your life. Make the decisions based on what you believe your limitations are, not what somebody else imposes on you. And trust me, you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to. And now your mind automatically thinks, well, no, I can't do everything my mind. Why? Because you've been taught that. You've been conditioned to be a weak peasant.
Mhm.
How are you supposed to make money if you're a peasant? Money isn't for peasants. It's for wealthy people. So you have to think like a wealthy person. Rich of the mind, rich of the pocket.
For sure. So do you read only like business books? What other books do you read?
A plethora of books. I have books all over in every niche. So it all depends on where I am in life and where I have weaknesses and what I want to do. So you'll never see me read a fucking novel. You'll never see me read something that isn't going to substantially fill me up. But right now, my biggest focuses are books about self-development, my mind, and then books on trading. So understanding deeper technical analysis. That's kind of where my mindset and my focus on books are. What's your favorite health book? Should I get them one more health book? I'll
Yeah,
get them a
yeah,
health book.
sure.
Let's do
Get a
that.
help.
One last book. I'm not getting up anymore for you guys.
Uh,
Fuck that shit.
one more book. Yeah, guys, I see all your questions. I'm gonna try to get some good questions now in. So if you have questions, I'll try to ask them. There are you know, it's good answers, so there's not as much time to ask every question. So I'm trying to get to the ones I can. I'll answer some of the questions coming on now. Or I'll ask them. Sorry. But yo, how's everyone doing? It's Friday night. You guys are here, not partying, not doing some dumb stuff. What's up? What's the vibe like? Oh, it's Thursday. Either way, Thursday. Okay, just replace the question.
So this is a very simple book. Let's see. It's called Food Rules. You probably won't be able to see it.
Food rules.
Can you
It's
see
like a
that?
caterpillar. No, sorry, edamame.
Can you see that? Food
Yeah,
Rules.
yeah. Food rules by
Food
Michael
Rules.
Pollan.
Yeah, super big book. Gives you principles. Look at this shit. Very tiny. Gives you principles on how to eat, what foods not to eat, what foods to eat, how to combine certain foods. It's a really good book to start reading to kind of get your mind running and understanding that you are kind of what you eat. And most people don't understand that.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen your brother do. He does a lot of health stuff.
Yeah.
Like diet
We're going to be
things.
launching some crazy stuff inside Capital Club. And at the end of the day, people are like, oh, genetics or this. That guy works his ass off every day, working out, studying, researching, understanding his body because he understands the value of health.
Yeah, I'll put his thing in the chat. It's instagram.com/Mr. Belmar. I have your thing, by the way. People can see your Instagram and all that. So what, like, how important is health and diet for someone to become rich? Do they need to be fit, or can they do it without really like being too healthy?
Hey, chat, remind this man what we talked about, what true wealth is, real quick.
Okay, fair enough. But what about not true wealth? What about just becoming rich? Because some people are like, "Oh, I don't care about that. I just want to become
Don't
rich."
ask me about peasant-minded shit, bro. I'm all about that true wealth, bro. If you can't control what you put in your fucking mouth, bro, then you aren't a man.
Mhm.
If you can't control your taste buds, what you can and cannot eat, you're a slave to the system. these processed sugars, these refined sugars, these ridiculous carbohydrates that people consume, fucking Krispy Kreme, Taco Bell. Yeah, bro. I feel a little bit lethargic today. I'm foggy. My mind's foggy. And they're sucking on that vape 24/7 and they order pepperoni pizza. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Let me teach you a principle real quick. Let me teach you a principle real quick. There is well, not a principle. Let me give you some facts. There's a chemical inside your body, an organic a chemical that's naturally produced inside your body. It's known as the happy chemical. This chemical is the one that is in charge of regulating your neurochemistry and regulating your levels of happiness. This chemical is known as serotonin. Now, 10% of the serotonin in your body is formed and created inside your brain. The other 90% is formed in your gut. 90% of it is formed in your gut. So what happens if you have a healthy gut? Well, now you produce proper what? Serotonin levels. And therefore you become automatically happier. People are depressed. People are sad. People are unhappy. Maybe it's not a mental disorder. Maybe your lifestyle, your body's just reacting to your lifestyle. Maybe if you're next to fluorescent lights 24/7 and you're like this till 2 a.m. and you're watching porn and you're eating Twinkies and you're eating Dunkin' Donut and you're drinking processed drinks and a fuck ton of sugary shit, your body's going to react accordingly. Your body's going to be unhappy. Your body's going to be depressed and your body's going to be in a state of unease. Dude, when was the last time you fasted?
I fast every year, Ramadan.
No, that ain't fast because you break it every 24th hour.
Okay, last time I fasted was like 2 months ago. I did a 2.5 day fast.
With what? Just water?
Just
Perfect.
water.
Everybody should do a 5 to 7 day fast once every year. And I'll explain to you why. At any given time, your body has 5 to 7 pounds of feces inside of your system. 5 to 7 pounds.
Oh,
Your body needs to process all these things. Your body needs to heal itself. Your body needs to recover. How is it going to be recovering if the energy that it's using to recover is instead being used to break down all these bullshit ass processed foods that you eat? Your body's inflamed. Your body has no time to heal. Your body has no time to clean itself up. Water, lime juice if you want to, a little bit of salt, fast for 7 days. It'll reduce, scientifically proven, your chance of cancer by 98%.
Damn, this guy Ty is saying, can't you die if you don't eat for 7 days?
No.
Listen, by the way, the questions I ask are very, I'm trying to get you to answer them. They're not questions that I would personally ever ask. I'm just trying to get
no, it's all good, brother.
Just so you know.
I know, bro. I know.
I just, so I want to get another question here because there's a lot of questions that I'm missing because I'm asking my own ones. This guy's saying, do you use supplements like pill-like supplements or do you believe only in whole foods?
You can supplement things because nowadays the nutrients inside your food are not the same nutrients that used to be 500 years ago because of the soil, right? The soil's been completely depleted because they think they want soil to be mono use. And what that mean by mono use is that soil has a single use and for a single crop, like monocrop, something, a name like that. What this means is that in this field, they'll only plant, I don't know, corn, and it'll only be corn consistently, always and forever. Therefore, there's no real nutrients in the soil. There's no diversification. It's not really an example of what true nature is. It's a fabrication. So therefore, you need to supplement certain things based on your body. So if you're feeling unhealthy, the first thing I'm going to recommend is you getting blood tests, right? These blood tests will basically tell you what your body is deficient in, whether it's iron, magnesium, calcium, what you may be over the top on, which is heavy metals. You may be exposed to like other chemicals that are terrible for you. I'll give you an example. Tony Robbins, he was eating fish every day because he did some crazy diet and he was feeling super sick. He did blood work and they realized that he had super high mercury levels in his body, super high mercury levels. So they said that he was very close to dying. Had he not done that blood work and checked what was wrong with him, it would have potentially cost him his life. So If you're not feeling very well, go get these blood tests. They're not super expensive. Figure out what's wrong with you, and then supplement based on that. But every person, that's an individual case by case scenario. I'm not a nutritionist, but you can go get a nutritionist that isn't fucking part of the system that wants to give you some bullshit ass food. What I will tell you is whole foods, organic foods are going to change your life drastically. Get rid of Coca-Cola, get rid of fucking Red Bull, all the processed bullshit, and focus on feeding your machine the best fuel possible.
Okay. This guy's saying I fast every day, 17 hours. Is that good?
I read serious question. Do you ever feel unhappy due to ego inflation and wearing a mask rather than being vulnerable enough to understand who you are and then sharing that the world would rather be regurgitating quotes? I don't know, bro. I don't know who this Pokemon dweeb is. Anyways, let's continue. What's some other thoughts on caffeine? Caffeine is a useful tool, but you need to remember caffeine is a drug, right? So you can't overuse it because then your body becomes numb to it, right? It becomes numb to it. I take, when I'm extremely tired, I take a caffeine pill, right? It's about 100 milligrams of caffeine. I don't drink coffee. I don't like that shit. So I'll take, and then I'll take a 15-minute power nap right before while that processes. And then I have a 4 to 6 hour work streak that is highly productive. But I use it maybe once a month. I'm not big on caffeine. I don't really need it. But it shouldn't be a daily thing. People consume it like it's some sort of like normal thing when it's literally known and proven to be a drug.
Yeah, and a lot of people, well, I people do know that, but they don't take it in.
Of course.
Business 20. I made $2 million the last 3 years. Do you think it's the right time to get married and have a baby? I'm a 24-year-old boy. You shouldn't say boy. I'm a 24-year-old boy. Thanks, guys. I think that answers the question, but you can answer it.
I mean, it depends on your goals, bro. I don't know. I wouldn't. $2 million isn't that much. So I would just focus on yourself. You know, I think a lot of people focus on having a girl or having a kid, bro. These are additional people you got to take care of. These are additional responsibilities. Unless you marry some sort of killer that is actually helping you develop at a super high rate, I wouldn't be focused on that. Just make some more money, brother.
Mm-hmm. It's good to it's like the balance thing you said. You don't want to dedicate everything to a relationship, but do you think you can have a relationship still?
Depends on the relationship. It's a case by case scenario. If your bitch is out here asking you to cuddle every 2 hours and pulling you away from the grind and pulling away from elevating yourself and getting to the next level, then she's a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm with my girl, I'm like, yo, I got a dip for a month. See ya. And she doesn't say anything. Why? Because she knows. That's the play. Because if you want to live in a $2.5 million house, have security, have a chef, have a chauffeur, and all these things, then Big Boss has to go to work, and there's nothing you can do to deter him.
Mm-hmm. This guy's saying, ask him about the guy he knows that makes 10 mil a day.
So yeah, I know people that I don't know if I mentioned. I think I mentioned that I know somebody that makes $10 million a day, but it's irrelevant. I'm not going to mention his name.
Okay, and what was he doing? Like, was it something
Crypto.
specific? Crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have an LLC? Oh, that's a dumb question. Sorry, bro. That's a basic one. You can look that up. Thoughts on Adderall? I can't seem to focus and think this might be my solution.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should try whole foods, and then maybe what you should do is put away your phone, reduce your dopamine intake, and if you say you're going to do something, you sit the fuck down and you do it, regardless of how you feel. I can't focus. Well, that's okay. Then sit down. If the work takes you twice as long, then that's okay. Adderall has literally methamphetamines inside of it. Inside Adderall, there's meth. It's proven. Like, no wonder you're fucking wired. But you want meth in your system, brother? It's up to you.
Well, it's not meth. It's a different chemical compound.
No, it's not.
How so?
Look it up. It's
Okay.
meth, bro. Methamphetamines.
Okay.
It's not good for you.
Definitely not. Definitely not good for you. This guy's been asking a couple times, so I'll ask this question. Do you like prop firm funding do you like prop firm funding? I don't even understand this. To grow capital, or is it a joke? I'm not
I
sure
don't,
what that means.
I don't understand what that means.
Oh, your webcam just went off.
I think it's my camera overheated there for a second. It might take a little bit. Let's see this shit.
You're spitting
That's what
too
happens
much.
when you
Too much fire.
too much heat, brother. Too much heat. Let's see this shit. Sometimes it disconnects. Oh, let's see. We get this image back.
I'll read out this question. You say once you make a lot of money, the connections come to you. But were there any crucial lessons that you learned to meet other entrepreneurs who are at a higher level than you? And I know you're friends with a couple of big dogs.
So what's the question?
So basically, he's asking that what is the lessons you learned to meet other entrepreneurs? Like, how did you get those connections essentially, even after you made money?
That you have to figure out where you need to provide value to them, where they're lacking, because everybody's lacking something in their life, and be able to supply that need. Figure out where everybody's, like every rich person around you, they are missing something, right? They are missing something in their life. If you can supply that need, now you become a valuable asset. And rich people, they don't need people to help them make more money. I don't need you to help me make more money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have needs. If you can spot them and you become a valuable asset to me, now you'll be in my circle.
Okay. So you basically have people who can, if they can accomplish something like fulfilling a need for you, then that's how they would build that connection.
Correct. 100%. That's how it always works. Because rich people, they don't want more money. They need trust. They need confidence. They need people to protect them. They need assets. They need, they know how to make money, right? And most people come in and slide into my DMs, and you know what they tell me? How can I be of value to you? Wrong question. Next.
Okay.
Let me figure out this camera shit.
Yeah. I want the camera on.
This is. I'll tell you what the right question is. Just give me a second. I don't know if my shit overheated or something. Give me a second.
Yeah. No worries. Take your time. When will Capital Club open? Some good questions, guys. Some good questions here.
Did this shit come back?
No, not yet. Maybe try to just reset it quick.
Let me, there we go.
There we go.
All right, we're back. What's the question?
Okay, so at this very moment, would you rather live in the United States or a third world country where you can dominate the amount of wealth? Something like that.
Right now, the US, 100%. I need to make more money first.
Okay.
A couple more 100 million.
So what you're saying is basically you make more money when you're in the US.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's a question for me. It's right now my level of comfort is a place where I want to be, but I do have plans to not be here forever. But yeah, all in due time. First, people got to know how to make money. Then you got to worry about, you know, where to move and things like that. But if you're thinking, you know, safe haven, I would look at places like Portugal. That would be my first to go to for everybody. Let's see. We had one question. I forget what it was.
Yeah, you can pick the questions, by the way. Go for it.
Luke, if someone wants to change today, where do you start? What is the best thing to do to change to be better tomorrow if we were stuck in the matrix? Do you have a specific starter book? Okay, so I guess the person just hopped in. Right here. The Magic of Thinking Big. Buy that book, brother. Wish you the best.
There you go. You want to pick a couple more questions?
Yeah, let's do 2 more questions and I'm out of here because I'm gonna go have some more food. Discipline is for losers. Explain. My idea of discipline is when people think about discipline, right? They think about punishment because every time that you did something wrong in school or with your parents, you got what?
Disciplined.
So there's a negative connotation just in the word itself. And discipline doesn't mean, you know, your ability to not perform or to do what you said you're going to do. But I like to call it self-regulation. Your ability to regulate yourself. Discipline and self-regulation are 2 completely different things, right? Like you need to be able to regulate yourself, regulate your emotions, regulate your physique, regulate your hours of work, and be in control of that. Discipline, I associate discipline with punishment, right? Like, oh, you go to the gym. Oh, you got to go to the gym. But what if you just learn to enjoy to go to the gym, right? And you make that a habit and you self-regulate it and you understand that it's a necessity, that it's a flow. Can you still see me or am I paused?
You paused. Yeah, let me. Yeah.
Might be an internet thing. It should work though.
Okay. It went back to
Might
the
be,
webcam
yeah.
thing.
It might be a StreamYard thing. I'm not too sure. Let's see here. Yeah,
No worries.
but it's not a big deal. I think that's a good little wrap up, brother. I think that gives us a good introduction to kind of what's trying to be built. And yeah, my hope is that you guys leave better than you came. That is the goal. So give me a little one in the chat if you're leaving better today than you were yesterday.
Drop the ones, and thank you so much, Luke. Like, you're a legend. We definitely need to have you on again. With we'll have a better setup. We'll have some nice stuff going on, definitely. So, are you gonna be in my Discord? Can people hit you up there? Can people hit you up on your Instagram? What, Capital Club? Do you want to plug your stuff real quick so people know how to tap in with you?
Yeah, so just at Luke Belmar on Instagram and
I'll
at
put the
Luke
Instagram.
Belmar, and then at Luke Belmar on YouTube. I'll be going live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be covering some content and stuff that I want to share with you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, go check out Luke.